Hey, you know what sucks and is terrible? OBS. OBS sucks and destroyed Session 4's recording, so no VOD. This will be my attempt to recap that session from memory. It began with the DJ Clam Slam segment, where he interviewed Dr. Freudian Slip, a psychologist who argued that the stress adventurers face causes them to imagine monsters are actually sexual things. For example, a cool dragon with two heads as being a massive throbbing cock that is ribbed for pleasure. After that, we cut to the final floor of the Fawn Flight Maelstrom. Dula Hydra, guardian of this maelstrom, had been slain via a sick-as-hell flying stab from Nikolai. The party watched as the dragon's flesh turned to dust and blew away, revealing this glowing orb of white lightning. It crackled and spurted as it hovered above where the dragon stood. This was orichalcum, the raw energy that the refinery at Shimmer converts into airship fuel. A shockwave spread through the dungeon. The sphere of wind broke apart, flowing upward as the stone islands crashed down to the earth. Sai walked up to the party, offering a handshake, saying that she didn't know if her crew could have beaten the monster alone. Arch said that Sai's crew had done jack shit, meaning that the Luna Eclipse crew would be taking as much of the orichalcum as possible, and Sai's crew would be taking whatever was left over. Sai didn't push on this issue, saying that the sky was rough enough without starting needless fights. The party filled up the tanks on their equipment packs given by Boning Michael, obtaining 7 tanks of orichalcum worth 1,500 gold each. The Citadel crew took their share, then jumped off the boss platform. Their parachutes brought them up to the ship. The Luna Eclipse crew did the same. Instead of landing on the Eclipse, Arch landed on 2 shots of Fireball, intent on acquiring mementos to give to the dead men's families, and also stealing all of their fuel and potentially towing the ship back to port for resale. As Callie sat in her captain's chair, she heard a noise, a horrid, familiar noise, a droning noise like the sound of helicopter blades that gave her a PTSD flashback. It was 3 months ago. The Luna Eclipse, then heading towards the Maelstrom, was under attack. This massive bug was digging its claws into the side of the ship, dragging it down below the clouds. Callie could see the blight only 100 feet below the ship. The crew was panicking as they were torn apart. Callie's captain, Eddie Flametongue, was digging through his bag, looking for the right spell scroll. The bug's wings were beating, and she could hear that sound, a droning noise like the sound of helicopter blades. Cut back to the present. 2 massive black bugs with green wings, pointed tusks, and massive curved stingers attacked the Luna Eclipse, intent on tearing it apart so it sank into the blight. The party recognized them as the Scapelli Swarm, the monstrous bugs that live down below the clouds, occasionally flying up to destroy airships. One attacked the castle deck, the other attacked the cargo hold and attempted to destroy the ship's engine. After a long fight upstairs, Myrna managed to kill the first bug, then jumped off the side of the ship and slid down the wing. She broke into the cargo hold through the wall and, with the help of the party members who took the stairs, killed the second bug. Meanwhile, a third bug attacked the 2 shots of Fireball. Arch called for help from the Wasp 6 crew over the radio. Commander Walter Groggins answered and asked if Arch had anything to do with fuel being stolen from his ship during Session 2. Arch denied any responsibility. Groggins did eventually fly in to help, severely damaging the bug with his ship's lightning gun, and told Arch, "You saved my crew. That makes us even. Also, if you touch my ship again, I'll shoot you out of the sky." The bug sank 2 shots of Fireball, but Arch managed to jump and grab onto the landing strut of Wasp 6. He killed the bug with a psychic dagger. As he did, he was hit by a wave of psychic energy as the bug tried to reach out to him, resulting in him hearing static in the back of his mind. Arch ignored it, not wanting to join the bug's hive mind. The Citadel crew dropped Arch back on the Eclipse. In the cargo hold, Kelly stared at the dead bug. Her mind flashed back again to a few months ago. The ship was damaged, half the crew was dead, but the Luna Eclipse was still flying, and Kelly had escaped the bugs. She sighed in relief as she leaned across the railing. Then a massive geyser of the blight erupted below the ship. The metal hull of the ship was fine, but the wooden deck burned away. Kelly screamed as her arm, hit by the blight, began to turn to dust. The next few seconds were a blur as the crew tried to save her. She blacked out right as she saw Eddie lift up his machete and bring it down on her arm. Cut back to the present. Kelly clenched her fist. She felt the phantom pain in her severed arm. She was still alive, if only barely. She survived the blight, something that should have been impossible. The question is, now what? Arch put his hand on Kelly's shoulder, comforting her. Jasper got to work on repairing the ship, which had sustained 55 damage, 9 of which was from Myrna Kool-Aid manning her way in, something Kelly threatened to take out of her paycheck. Nikolai offered to help with the repairs. A few days later, Kelly spoke to Jasper about the Citadel, asking why he needed to go there. Jasper was hesitant, so Kelly offered a secret for a secret. Jasper revealed that he had been entrusted with delivering an encrypted message to Commander 3, real name Dr. Dinosaur, the Citadel's head of engineering. The message was a set of 3 20-digit numbers, which he had been told would completely change the world. The message could not be allowed to fall into the wrong hands. Kelly told him that her family owned Bardot Shipworks, the airship manufacturer, and that her father was another one of the Citadel's 5 commanders, Commander 2. She explained that, after she got sick, her parents faked her death and disowned her, meaning she didn't have much pull to get Jasper into the Citadel. She said she would try to contact Ulrin Moonshine, her godfather, and the Citadel Dockmaster. And with that, the crew of the Luna Eclipse flew away, having completed the very first story arc. I swear to fucking God, if OBS loses another session, I am going to do horrible things to that program.